El Paso is hearing from local lawmakers tonight after learning that one of El Paso's largest school districts struggling to meet a state law here in Texas requiring an armed officer on every campus. Melissa Herrera spoke with a state rep who says the shortage of qualified officers isn't just hitting schools, it's also putting pressure on law enforcement agencies across the region.
We had to file it to be in compliance, to at least show the state that we are working for compliance. But without filing the exemption, then we could be subject to sanctions by TEA. And that's the last thing that we want to have.
Law HB 121, which requires an armed officer at every campus. Because of this, the board voted to ask for a good cause exception from the Texas Education Agency and will now have to create its own standard that it can meet with the resources it has. EPISD Trustee Alex Cuellar explained the challenge the district is facing by referencing the resolution from its board meeting.
The Board of Trustees determines that the El Paso community is experiencing the same shortage of qualified peace officers as the rest of the state of Texas.
Cuellar adds the district's police department is 13 officers short with an allotment of 44 officers. He explained in an attempt to alleviate the shortage, the district has entered a partnership with El Paso Police and El Paso County Sheriff's Office to hire off-duty officers as school resources officers as available. The district has also moved duty hours of peace officers to make sure they're available during peak hours. But that's still not enough. Cuellar says although other types of security are at the schools, the district is falling short at having armed officers at each campus. Cuellar says the shortage can be as a result of the stigma around police, but the district wants to bring in the right people.
The only thing I can tell you is that we're doing our best to actively recruit. And it's not just about recruiting anybody, it's about recruiting that specific somebody.
Cuellar says he wants to create an advisory committee to hear what's working for other local districts.
And that's why I want to get that advisory committee, if I could, within all the superintendents, different cabinet members, and pulling those resources and those ideas so that we can implement something, innovative within our district.
Meantime, El Paso State Representative Vince Bettis says the shortage is an issue statewide.
So it's a problem not just in our educational system, to comply with this law. It's a problem, with all local law enforcement departments, all police departments, sheriff's departments. That are all of these departments are competing for the same pool, the same limited pool of qualified officers.
Well, that was Melissa Herrera reporting, and EPISD sent us a statement saying it's working to comply right now, but it didn't answer what's being done to address the shortage and EPIS police services. We checked with the two other biggest districts here in El Paso. Isleta ISD told us they said it's in compliance, but Socorro did not respond in time for this report.